What's up guys, it's Saray Karen. Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be unboxing a camera, which is something that I've never unboxed on my channel before, but this is the Sony A6500, the 4K mirrorless camera, and I have been wanting another camera to add to like my filming setup for a while now, and I've been going back and forth, and I know I wanted a Sony camera, but Sony cameras are expensive AF, and I was really trying to like rationalize and decide which one I wanted to go for. I really wanted the A7R2, but when I was doing like all my product research and everything, I decided that let's go with something a little bit more inexpensive, because that is a beast of a camera, and I am not like an expert on filming. I'm not an expert in photography, so I really couldn't warrant dropping that much money on a camera that I don't know if I'm going to get the full potential out of, because I'm not an expert at using it. So I went with the 6500, and I know I wanted a Sony camera because I did want a 4K camera, and it is going to be much lighter than my DSLR, which is the Canon 80D, and I did want a 4K camera so I can start getting like really nice close-ups of the tech that I'm reviewing for you guys, like really crispy shots of it, just to, you know, add more depth to my videos and like create better content for you guys. So enough about talking, let's unbox it. So like I said, I went with the 6500, and I'm super excited to have a new camera. Alright, so what you get is instructions as usual. Instructions, and then this is the body of the camera. Oh gosh, it's stuck. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Super nice, and out of the box is already super lighter than my 80D, and that's because, like I said, this is a mirrorless camera, so the mirrorless cameras are going to be a lot lighter than your regular SLR cameras, just because they have they don't, what is it called? I wrote down notes. Oh yeah, okay, the 4K mirrorless cameras, they don't have the optical mirror like a standard SLR camera, so it's going to be lighter, it's going to be smaller, of course, and it is. So I feel like it looks really nice. So that's the body of the camera. Of course, you get the battery. Like while I was doing my research, I read everywhere that Sony, their cameras do not have good battery life, and everyone recommended buying another battery to go along with it if you're going to be shooting in 4K, because you only get about 20 minutes of actual shooting time like for the footage on here. So I will definitely be investing in another battery when I get a chance. And this camera also, out of the box, it doesn't come with a actual charging like a charging case, or like a charging, what is it called, like an extra charger, I guess, like to dock the battery on it like my Canon camera does. So you will have to charge your camera like you kind of charge your phone, if that makes sense. The battery charges in the camera when you plug it to the micro USB. So you do get a micro USB, and you get a charging brick as well, and you get your strap that comes with cameras. So this is what it is out of the box. Now, spec wise, this camera is super nice for the price. This is an expensive camera, and I would definitely suggest not buying this camera if you're trying to, you know, start a YouTube channel, or if you're an entry-level photographer or something like that. Don't buy this camera because it's really expensive, unless you want to drop that type of money. I really took the time to, you know, decide, like look at all of Sony's range of cameras, the 4K ones, and this is the one that I decided on. So just want to put a disclaimer out there. You do not need like a super expensive camera to start filming, or to start, you know, taking pictures, anything like that. This is just the decision that I made. So going on, this camera has 24 megapixels when you're taking pictures. It has a super crazy ISO. It's 100 to 25,000. So what that means is if you're going to be shooting in the dark, you are going to be able to light that image up, and it's going to look super nice, as if you weren't shooting in the pitch black, which is very nice as well. Like I said, this is a 4K camera. Now there are levels to 4K. This Kodak is pretty good for 4K, but that's why you get those super expensive 4K cameras compared to this one. It just depends on like the level of like the quality of the Kodak in the 4K camera, if that makes sense. Now also, what are the other points that I wanted to hit for the specs? ISO. Oh yeah, so this is really funny. This camera is dust and moisture resistant, which is really funny because when I bought this camera from Best Buy, the guy wanted me to get protection on it, and I didn't get the protection because I was like, this camera is really not going to leave the house a lot, so I feel like I would be really careful with it. But his selling point for the protection was that his camera got moisture and dust, like it got damaged by like him going to take pictures at the beach, and like moisture got into it, or he left it in the shower, like he left it in the bathroom or something crazy like that. So that was his selling point. But this camera is moisture and dust resistant, so I didn't need that. There you go. That's a cool spec of it as well. What else did I put down here? Oh, so a really good thing about cameras, when you get into like using DSLRs like my 80D, they are heavy, and I have a shaky hand, like I could never be a surgeon. So this camera has a 5-axis what is it, a 5-axis stabilizer in it. So what that means is that if I'm shooting something and I'm moving it myself and my hand is shaking, the video isn't going to come out shaky, or the image isn't going to come out shaky, because this thing has a super sick stabilizer already in it. So that's something that's really nice, especially if you're going to be filming video, or if I'm going to be panning to whatever type of tech that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys. This is going to be able to like do it smoothly when my hand can't do it smoothly, if that makes sense as well. Another thing that I was reading was that people were super annoyed that Sony cameras, they didn't have a touch display, which I think that is pretty weird because my Canon camera does have a touch display, and this one, they integrated the touch feature on the camera. So I thought that was really nice that I jumped in on a camera that already had touch, since that's what I'm used to on my Canon camera. So that's super nice. The only thing that I don't like, and a lot of other people don't like, is this. Like, it doesn't flip out to the side. So I'm going to be mainly using this camera to like get good shots of tech and close-ups and things like that for you guys, which I can't really, like, I won't be able to like really see that well because this does not have a flip out screen. I mean, and it also has like, can you hear that? It has these little things that a lot of people just tape down. Most likely that's what I'm gonna have to do as well, so you're not getting that pickup when you're, you know, using like, for your audio, you're not getting that pickup of these things jingling. Now, weirdly enough, this camera has no input for my microphone, so that is something I'm gonna have to figure out as well. I don't understand why they would make a camera when it didn't have an auxiliary input for a microphone or something like that, but that's that. I also went with the 18 to 105 millimeter lens. This is the lens that I went with, and like I said, the main reason for me getting this camera was that I could get up like, so that I could get like super nice and like crisp shots of tech that I'm gonna be filming for you guys. Like I said, I'm trying to step up my content and grow my channel, and I felt like, you know, I wanted to have a Sony camera, and I wanted to get this lens because it is a really good all-around lens, and it also has the OSS in it, the stabilizer in this lens by itself, and it's so it has power zoom, and the zooming is motorized, which is really cool, and the lens itself also has the stabilizer in it, so that's just going to reduce any shake that's coming from my hand or something like that. If I'm filming like in a car or something, it's going to reduce the shake even more. So this is the lens that I went with. This lens is like, Sony's hardware is super nice. I feel it feels so much more nicer and sleeker compared to the lens that I have on my Canon camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch cameras so you guys can tell me which one you like better. Right now I'm filming on my 80D, and in a second I'm gonna be filming on the A6500. So I'm gonna switch the cameras right now.
Lightning strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat.
Okay guys, that's the end of this video. I wanted to just give you a comparison between the Sony A6500 and the Canon 80D, what I normally shoot on. So let me know down in the comments which one you guys like more. So far I've had this camera for a week, and I'm still kind of leaning toward Canon, but I really want to give this a full tryout before I decide whether or not, you know, like this is the real camera for me. I'm super excited to have it. Like I said, I really wanted a camera that could shoot in 4K, so that's why I ended up getting this, so that I can shoot much more clean and crisp, close-up shots of the tech that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys. If you guys are wondering why I'm wearing this shirt from my last video, it's because I'm shooting this on that day because I wanted to get a shot outside, and that's the only time that I could have. But anyway, hope you guys like the video. Please like and subscribe, but leave a comment below if you like this video of me like getting outside of my room and filming different types of things. Then I will try and incorporate more of that into the channel. But for now, I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are. It's a really nice day today outside in Florida. So like I said, let me know below, Sony or Canon. And that's it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.